Hello students, in this video we will learn about test of significance for single mean. So whenever mean of the sample and mean of the population is given, we can calculate standard normal variate Z using the formula Z equal to x bar minus mu whole divided by sigma by square root of n, where n is the sample size, x bar is the sample mean, mu is the mean of the population, and sigma is the standard deviation of population. So this is applicable when mean of the sample and mean of the population is given. Note, suppose standard deviation of population is not known, means sigma is not known, then we use the formula Z equal to x bar minus mu divided by s by square root of n, where s is the standard deviation of the sample. Second one, if Z is to test whether the difference between the sample mean x bar and the population mean mu is significant or not. Third one, in this method 95% confident limit are given by x bar minus 1.96 sigma divided by square root of n less than or equal to mu less than or equal to x bar plus 1.96 sigma divided by square root of n, and 99% confidence limits are given by x bar minus 2.58 sigma divided by square root of n less than or equal to mu less than or equal to x bar divide plus 2.58 sigma divided by square root of n. Problems. The mean lifetime of a sample of 100 fluorescent tube lights manufactured by a company is found to be 1570 hours with the standard deviation of 120 hours. Test the hypothesis that the mean life of the lights produced by the company is 1600 hours at 1% level of significance. Solution. Here sample is given with the 100 elements, so sample size n equal to 100. For that sample mean is 1570, so x bar is 1570, and standard deviation s, because it is the sample, so 120. Population is given, and it is given that for the population mean is 1600. That we have to verify whether that hypothesis is true. So mu equal to 1600. We consider z equal to x bar minus mu divided by s divided by square root of n. Substitute all the values and simplify. We will get z as minus 2.5. So taking the positive value, mod z is equal to 2.5, it is less than 2.58 value of z at 1% level. So the hypothesis that mean life of the population is 1600 should be accepted at 1% level of significance. Second one. It is claimed that a random sample of 49 tires has a mean life of 15,200 kilometers. Is the sample drawn from a population whose mean life is 15,150 kilometers and whose standard deviation is 1,200 kilometers? Test the significance at 0.05 level. Solution. Sample consists of 49 tires, so n equal to 49. For the sample mean is given x bar 15,200. Now for the population mean mu equal to 15,150 and standard deviation is 1,200, it is sigma. Consider the formula for z equal to x bar minus mu divided by sigma divided by square root of n. All the values we have, substitute, so that z is equal to 0.29. It is less than 1.96 value of z at 5% level. So, the claim can be accepted. That is, sample is drawn from a population with the given mean and standard deviation at 5% level. Third problem. A sample of 100 students is taken from a large population. The mean height of the students in this sample is 160 cm. Can it be reasonably regarded that in the population mean height is 165 cm and the standard deviation is 10 cm at 5% level of significance? So here sample size n equal to 100. In the sample mean height is 160. So x bar is equal to 160. For the population mean mu is equal to 165 and standard deviation sigma is 10. Since here mean of the population and mean of the sample is given, we will use the formula z is equal to x bar minus mu divided by sigma by square root of n. Substituting all these values, we get z as minus 5. So considering the positive value, mod z is equal to 5, which is greater than 1.96 critical value of z at 5% level. So the hypothesis is rejected. That is, we can't consider the population has mean height as 165 cm and standard deviation is 10 cm at 5% level of significance. Next problem is, certain tubes manufactured by a company have mean life of 800 hours and standard deviation of 60 hours. Find the probability that a random sample of 16 tubes taken from the group will have mean life. Question A, between 790 hours and 810 hours. Question B, less than 785 hours. C, more than 820 hours. Given, phi at 0.67 is equal to 0.2486, 5 at 1 is equal to 0.3413 and phi at 1.33 is equal to 0.4082. Solution. Here given sample of 16 tubes, so n equal to 16. For the population, mean mu is equal to 800 and standard deviation sigma is equal to 60. For the sample with different mean life, we have to calculate the probabilities. So x bar varies and in each case accordingly we have to calculate z value. Consider the expression for z equal to x bar minus mu divided by sigma by square root of n. We have the common values for mu, sigma and n. We will substitute those and z is equal to x bar minus 800 divided by 15. Sub question A, average life between 790 hours and 810 hours. So when x bar equal to 790, what is the value of z? Z is minus 0.67. And when x bar equal to 810, value of z is 0.67. So we want probability when x bar is in between 790 and 810. So probability where 790 less than x bar less than 810 is same as probability when z is in between minus 0.67 and plus 0.67. So using the normal table, we know it is a bell-shaped curve, symmetrical about line, z equal to 0. So here minus 0.67 comes and here plus 0.67 comes. So that is same as twice of this region. So this gives phi of 0.67. So 2 into phi of 0.67, it is equal to 0.4972. Sub question B, we have to calculate the probability when mean life of the sample is less than 785 hours. When x bar equal to 785, we get z as 785 minus 800 divided by 15, and that is z is equal to minus 1. So probability where x bar is less than 785 is same as probability where z is less than minus 1. We consider the standard normal curve. So z less than minus 1 is this region. Since the curve is symmetrical about the line z equal to 0, we can consider the region after z equal to 1. So these two regions are equivalent. To get the region after z equal to 1, we will consider the entire area, it is 0.5 minus this area, that is 5 of 1. So 0.5 minus 5 of 1 gives 0.1587. C sub question, more than 820 hours. So when x bar is 820, first we will calculate value of z, it is 1.33. So probability where x bar is greater than 820 is same as probability where z is greater than 1.33. Consider standard normal curve. Z greater than 1.33 is this shaded region. So the value of shaded region is 0.5 minus this region, that is phi of 1.33. Substituting the value of phi at 1.33 and simplifying, we get required probability as 0.0918. The next problem is, the weight of workers in a large factory are normally distributed with the mean 68 kgs and standard deviation 3 kgs. If 80 samples consisting of 35 workers each are chosen, how many of 80 samples will have the mean life between 67 and 68.25 kgs? Given probability z in between 0 and 2 is 0.4772 and probability z in between 0 and 0.5 is 0.1915. Actually given phi of 2 and phi of 0.5. Solution. We will consider single sample in the beginning and then we will consider 80 samples. For the single sample, n is equal to 35. So sample consists of 35 workers. So n is equal to 35. Then we have, for the population, mean is 68. So mu is equal to 68 and standard deviation sigma equal to 3. Now we have to consider probability when x bar varies between 67 and 68.25. So first we will consider the formula for z as x bar minus mu divided by sigma by square root of n. Substituting all this, we can write the expression as x bar minus 68 divided by 3 divided by root 35. Now when x bar equal to 67, substitute here x bar and get z as minus 2, and when x bar equal to 68.25, z is 0.5. So probability where x bar is in between 67 and 68.25 is same as probability where z is in between minus 2 and 0.5. So here we have to consider the standard normal curve. We want minus 2 and we want 0.5. This is the required region. But usually we will consider all the area in one side. So corresponding to z equal to minus 2, we consider the line z equal to 2. So we want the entire area on the right side of the line z equal to 0 till the point z equal to 2. Along with that, we have to consider the area from 0 to 0.5. So, we want probability when z is from 0 to 2 and along with that when z is from 0 to 0.5. So, probability when z is from 0 to 2 is given by phi of 2. It is given. And the second one is phi of 0.5. That is also given. Substituting that, we will get as 0.6687. Now, we want number of samples out of 80 samples with the required average or mean life. So, we want to multiply 80 for the calculated probability so that the number of samples out of 80 samples with the required mean will be 54. The next problem. A sample of 100 tires is taken from a lot. The mean life of tires is found to be 40,650 with standard deviation 3,260. Can it be considered as a true random sample from a population with mean life of 40,000? Use 0.05 level of significance. Establish 99% confidence limit within which the mean life of tires expected to lie. So here sample consists of 100 tires, so n equal to 100. Then mean life of tires is found to be 40,650 and standard deviation is also given. So it is mean and standard deviation for the sample. So take that as x bar and s. Now population mean is 40,000. It is mu. We have all required values. Calculate z using the formula z equal to x bar minus mu divided by s by square root of n, and we get value of z as 1.994 and it is greater than 1.96, which is the critical value of z at 0.05 level. So the hypothesis is rejected. The meaning is the sample cannot be considered as a true random sample from the given population with the given mean. Now we have to establish 99% confidence limits. 99% confidence limits are given by x bar minus 2.58 sigma divided by square root of n less than or equal to mu divided by less than or equal to mu, which is less than or equal to x bar plus 2.58 sigma divided by square root of n. But here instead of sigma we have s. Substitute the same value s here and simplify. It is observed that the confidence limits are 39,809 and 41,491. A sample of 900 members is found to have a mean life of 3.4 cm. Can it be personally regarded as a true random sample from a large population with mean 3.25 cm and standard deviation 1.61 cm? So in the solution, sample consists of 900 members, so n equal to 900. Mean life of the sample x bar equal to 3.4. For the population, mean mu is 3.25 and standard deviation sigma is 1.61. Since mean of the population and mean of the sample is known, use the formula z is equal to x bar minus mu divided by sigma by square root of n. Calculating this value, we get Z as 2.8, it is greater than 2.56 and it is greater than 1.98 also. So we can reject the hypothesis, that is, the sample cannot be considered as true random sample from the large population with the given mean and standard deviation. One homework problem is given. Try to complete that homework problem.